Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming New Year 2024's theme for all of us. So guys, a lot of you must be wondering that we still have 3 months more to go of this running year. Why so early for the New Year forecast? So guys, like the way you know that there are like many profession and occupations where remaining pre-warned about the upcoming or imminent theme and vibrations tend to remain very helpful. And definitely if you are in that crossroad in your life that you are planning to expand your business or any of the investment related concerns, or for all those people who are in that stage that you are about to complete your studies, or you are thinking about settling down in a foreign land, start a new life. So in many of these avenues, if you have idea in advance, definitely it proves to be very helpful. So guys, in this video we will not be digging too deep in it, because definitely even if I have to talk about from numerology point of view, I need to take into consideration your personal year, or let's say for example, even if I have to talk from the point of view of Vedic astrology, I have to take into consideration how all the planets are going to be contributing to it. So in this video we will try to keep it very crisp, very simple. We will first start with numerology, that what does this universal year vibrations indicate, and from the Vedic astrology as well, we will try to take into consideration how the two most important planets which plays a very significant role in any yearly prediction, like yearly transit predictions, which are the planet Saturn and planet Jupiter, how they are going to be contributing next year, and also basis our Panchang and our Vedic calendar, what is the energy of that Samvatsar. As per the Vedic calendar, what is the energy which is getting promised next year for all of us. So okay guys, let's just start our discussion. So 2024, if you will make a sum total of all these numbers, you will land at the number 8 vibration. Now 8 is a number which is being controlled by the planet Saturn. Now guys, do not misunderstand Saturn's rule specifically when it comes down to numerology. Trust me, I'm living in like Vancouver. Over here there are like many Asians who live here, and even if they do not know anything about numerology, astrology, but you ask one thing to them, number 8, they will answer, oh, this is the number of money, this is the number of wealth. I have seen many Asian people like in their businesses, specifically if you're operating as a realtor or in any of the businesses, like 888 number, whether the name of their business, whether the name of their car registration and all. So 8 has got a very important role to play when it comes down to big aspiration, or also in terms of finances and wealth. Like the way guys, when I was talking about the 2023 vibrations, I already mentioned it at the time when I recorded that video, that the sum total of 2023 is of number 7, which is a number of Ketu, where there is a lot of the extremism involved, severing ties, fundamentalism. And when we talk about doing things in a very extreme way, going to the extreme, so that is the vibration which is generally attached with the number 7 universal vibration, but the year where we are heading towards. So whether you take it from numerology or even from astrology point of view as well. So if we started our discussion while taking into consideration Saturn's role or Saturn's say, because of the universal vibration 8. So even in the transit next year from the Vedic astrology point of view as well, Saturn is going to be transiting in the Aquarius sign only, and Saturn chiefly will be transiting in the nakshatras of Sadbisha and Purabhadrapada. So that also tells about that Saturn will definitely be in a strengthened position to manifest some very good results. After that, if you have to take into consideration Jupiter, so the good part was that in 2023, definitely Rahu and Ketu had got a very significant role to play. 2023 sum total will give you number 7. Also Jupiter was half of the time in 2023 was conjunct with like Rahu, and Saturn was transiting in the Aquarius, and the co-rulership of Aquarius also goes to the Rahu. So because of which Rahu and Ketu had very significant role to play in this whole year 2023. But like the way next year, the way we are heading towards there, so whether you take numerology into consideration or whether you even give individual attention to the planets from astrology, you will also get to know that planets are going to be in a strengthened state to manifest some very good results. Like the way I was talking about that Jupiter, like on May 2nd, Jupiter will shift to the Taurus sign. Rahu would have already left Jupiter in this year only. So that also tells about there is a lot of emphasis which is going in the matters of finances and wealth, because the whole vibration of this 2024 comes out to be of number 8, which predominantly talks about finances and wealth. And same way, Jupiter's transit to Taurus also has got lot to do when it comes down to finances, when it comes down to the wealth. So these are some of the indications. After that, guys, even if you will take into consideration the Vedic lunar calendar which we follow, so the king of the new year for next year is the planet Mars, because the Chaitra Shukla Pratipada basis the lunar calendar, basis this date we start our new year. So the first day, as per the calendar, whatsoever day falls, so that day and the planet connected with it becomes the king or lord of that whole year. So in this case, it is the planet Mars which is falling in over there. Second thing is that even if you will take into consideration the Samvat, the theme, as per the Vedic terminology, that will come out to be Krodhi. So which also talks about where haste, aggression and accomplishment will be involved. So guys, so far we got to know that next year, as per the Vedic calculation as well, Mars has got a very strong say. Saturn has got a very strong say. Now let's try to encapsulate it, that how different people, different industries, different professionals are going to be getting influenced. Like the way, guys, I already promised this thing that this is just a very small synopsis video. Definitely, whether from numerology or from astrology, I will go in detail, but in this video I just wanted to give you a trailer or a sneak peek that what lies ahead for next year for all of us. So guys, the first thing is that in any of the universal year 8, prosperity and expansion is always promised. So in whichsoever capacity you are operating, if you are kind of person who believes in working hard, who believes in integrity, and any of the concerns of like you are ambitious and you want to scale up, in whichsoever capacity you are operating, you want to grow in that field, so next year will definitely provide you right set of circumstances, right set of foundation or launch pad. The second point which I have written over here is that for anything to do with the huge amalgamations, like generally we say this thing that in a universal year 8 vibration, power and big affairs prevail. So let's say for example, you are operating good as a small business. Now you want to turn it into a big franchisee model, and you want to have a spread and reach in all around of your operating city. So this year can actually provide you right set of opportunities for doing that. After that, guys, business increase and activity. So definitely the whole vibration of next year is very, very conducive and promising for the business personnel. After that, commercial relation with foreign countries. So like the way, guys, you would have seen this thing that what happened between India and Canada over there, because a lot many times what happened, there are issues which keep on getting encountered by different countries on different occasions, but taking such a step that severing ties, calling off or expelling your diplomats, so that is very extreme energy which can only happen or take place whenever Ketu or number 7 is operating. So that could be a case that this year led to all these kind of circumstances. But again, guys, next year, the vibration of next year is very, very conducive, where lot many countries in whichsoever capacity they have been battling with any of the commercial or trade restrictions or barriers or obstacles, but a lot many nations will burn the hatchet. They will let go all of the past issues, and they will come on board to work collectively for the commerce and trade point of view. So regarding that front, next year will prove to be very fruitful. And after that, guys, anything to do with the engineering, because whenever Mars and Saturn comes into play, that you know that for becoming an engineer and doing good in that field, Saturn and Mars conjunction always act as a boon. So with the, whether you talk about from Vedic astrology inputs, or whether from the numerology universal year vibrations, Saturn and Mars are coming into front. So that in itself tells about that in whichever capacity. And guys, over here it hardly matters that on a small scale we think about artificial intelligence, engineering and all, but here I'm talking about that some big engineering marvels. Like there could be so many examples like hyperloop travel, or even in terms of engineering, construction, you will come across lot many discoveries, innovations, and engineers will be very ambitious enough for laying foundation to some very big futuristic projects next year for sure. So if in any capacity you are working or operating in these fields like construction, mining, and all these businesses are your area of influence, so next year will definitely provide you right set of opportunities. So guys, after that, let's try to summarize the theme of next year in this video in a short, concise way. So the first point which I have written over here is that it is a very good year for politicians, social workers, and people involved in the iron and steel industry. It brings the opportunity to start a new venture for lot many people. After that, now guys, as much as this year's vibration is good for the politicians or social workers, it is not very harmonious for people in the health or in the medical industry. So like it could be a case that next year a lot will be expected out of them, and if not being able to kind of deliver, people will complain, they will protest and all, because this is the energy of Saturn. So any protest can anytime take a very large scale as well. So regarding the health or medical industry, a lot many people in their cities, in their countries will be very unhappy with the way government will be treating them, specifically pertaining to the concerns of the medical and health. After that, guys, a time to gain success in worldly matters. One should use one's energy to become more creative. The right use of energy will bring good luck. After that, guys, very good time for gaining victory over enemies and in lawsuit. Like the way whenever I hear any of the interview of advocate from India, a lot many times they say that there have been lot many pending cases in judiciary, and any of the case, if any trial starts, it takes a lot of time to deliver justice. So I would say that next year, in whichever capacity, if you are connected with the judiciary or law, things will work out in your favor. Definitely, guys, a lot is dependent on the kind of yogas you have in your chart and what kind of dashas you will be going through. But the combined energy of next year is of judgment or of good and fair justice, which will be delivered to lot many people. After that, guys, a time to become independent, to rely on one's own resources and judgment. And lastly, it's a very good year for doing social work. Like the way, guys, a lot many times we are in this impression that I always do good to others, but it never gets reciprocated with equal level of kindness. But trust me, whatsoever you are doing in the influence of Saturn, that is always gets rewarded, that always gets acknowledged. So yes, guys, this was just a basic overview video. After that, I will start working on a detailed yearly predictions for all the rising signs as well. And if you want me to include any specific thing in those transit specific videos, please write your suggestions in the comment section of this video. So yes, guys, for further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.